Hi, everyone. Kartik Krishnaiyer here. Friday evening, right? Friday evening news dump, if you will, but two very big developments today in American professional soccer, and they're connected. So we had a leak from Phoenix Rising as to the format of Open Cup this coming year, and we are going to have full participation from USL League One and the USL Championship. No surprise there. We are going to have a combination, by combination, 26 entries from MLS and MLS Next Pro, two of which will be independent MLS Next Pro teams, Carolina Core and Chattanooga FC, which means we will have 16 MLS first teams and 8 MLS reserve teams. Now, there are a total of 27 MLS clubs in the United States. Within the U.S., right, the Canadian clubs have their own domestic cup competition that they play in. So that means we're close to full MLS participation. I know some folks will be unhappy about the reserve teams being in the competition. That's something that can be discussed and debated endlessly. I'm just glad that they're back at the table and they're back in the tournament. But as a tangential impact of this league, we realized NISA was not going to be in the tournament. And I think what we now understand is that NISA is having a hard time getting their league together, or at least their professional league. I think NISA Nation is going forward, and I'm expecting a pretty robust season from NISA Nation, actually, this coming season in the few regions that they have NISA Nation built out in. That's obviously adult amateur. That's not professional. But NISA Professional League appears like they are on hiatus, basically, and will look to play a 2025 season, but they will be starting at a later date. They have officially said April. We at Beyond the 90, Callum Ewing and myself, have contacted the league for comment this morning with the Open Cup news and some other things going on. They declined comment. They put out an official release saying that they would be looking at restarting in April. I'm thinking May or June is more realistic. And in terms of sanctioning, because we had that report from Michael Batista that they had lost sanctioning, my understanding is they can get full sanctioning or actually provisional sanctioning back. They're not going to be playing an Open Cup, right? So full sanctioning is off the table. But they can get provisional sanctioning back. But based on that provisional sanctioning, they might have to play it might have to be a summer to fall league, which means April. Maybe they're talking to U.S. Soccer and they're saying they can start in April. My understanding is they probably have to start in May based on that, the way that sanctioning would be handled. And it would be, they would need to have their plan in order by the time the USSF AGM takes place in Atlanta it begins on February 27th, which is a Thursday, I believe. So about a month away, a little over a month away, 5 weeks from now, or 5 weeks from yesterday. So they have that time to put together their plan and keep some sort of sanction. Now, in terms of Open Cup in general, we saw last season that there weren't that many more USL upsets of MLS sides. The MLS sides that participated tended to do pretty well. There were some exceptions. There were some USL triumphs, right? But not the proportion of it was not any different than it had been in previous years when you had full MLS participation. So we'll see how that plays out this coming year. We also have the added intrigue of the what feels like an imminent collapse of NPSL and how that will affect the first and second round of the tournament with the adult amateur sides, NPSL sides that have already qualified for the Open Cup and have many of them have already, not many of them, but some of them are actively, from my sourcing, considering moves to either USL League 2 or to the League for Clubs. So that's another thing to watch when it comes to Open Cup. I believe Daniel Feuerstein will have a story up on Beyond the 90, if it's not up already, about the Open Cup developments, and I wanted to give everybody an update on what I'm hearing about both the Open Cup and NISA. So enjoy your Friday. Stay warm, everybody. It's cold. I mean, you usually don't see me wearing this in Florida. And we'll be back real soon. Thank you for your continued support of Beyond the 90.